that big old worm. Man. Come here, little fella. Well, there's number one on this hot summer afternoon. He's not big, but he keeps me from zeroing, so I'm happy. Back you go. See, splash water. More than a little fish ought to be able to splash. And he ate a great big worm. A treasure in a tree. There's number two. He ain't much bigger than the first one. I'm gonna lose my rods, but they fell right out. Fat little thing. Number two. Not big, but in the summertime when it's this hot, man, I'll take what I can catch. 'Cause it is, this Alabama sun is brutal. There's another one. Man, we got us an acrobat. Where you going? Come here, let me help you out. Hey. Easy. Easy. There we go. Alright, that's just a fuzz bigger. Big worm, little fish. Don't add up, but that's number three. Sometimes in the summertime you gotta go to a bigger bait. It's kind of like the winter when they're hot, when they're just not really, they're kind of lethargic and they don't want to chase. when the water gets this hot. And if they got an opportunity for a decent sized meal without a lot of chasing involved and save their energy, a lot of times they take it. It's even more so in the winter. You throw a big jig or with a big fat trailer on the back in the wintertime, you may not catch a lot of fish. Some days you just wear them out, but a lot of days in the winter, bite gets tough like it does in the hot summer. You won't catch a lot of fish, but the ones you do catch, a lot of times are quality. They'll be 4, 5, 6 pounds plus. And I've caught three in a row since I swapped to a bigger worm. And I think I just had another bite. Sometimes bites and sticks, they feel kind of the same. Hey, that'll work. My drag's a little loose. Up here. Come on up here. Man, what have we got? Well, I went from one extreme to the other. I went from a big worm to a tiny crankbait. Still catching the same size fish. That was on my second or third cast with the little crankbait. These little jewels here are what I call a backup plan. Now the bass they're just not very aggressive today. I caught 2 or 3 in a row and then went a pretty good while without another one. And I noticed that the bluegill are popping bugs everywhere. So I thought, well, maybe I'll catch some bluegill waiting for the sun to go down a little more. Well, I ended up with a bass. Which is okay. And I know that goes against not being willing to chase anything but a big bait. If you've ever fished long enough, a fish will make you a liar, or they'll make you look silly one. There's a, yep, is it just a, oh my goodness. Bass are beginning to eat bugs. I was not expecting to go and catch a bass in this little thing. There we go. Oh, he hammered it all the way in his mouth. See how we get this little jewel out of here. One. Can't see the other. too. And there you have it. I went to a smaller bait and went catching fish again. Pretty little thing. Man, that's a lot of fun. Whoa, what we got? Another bass or a gill? Whatever it is, he's a put. My goodness, what in the world? I ain't caught a brim yet. Bass eating my little bait up. Alright, let's see if we can get you back home, big boy. Got a hook in me. Oh, it's right there too. One and two. And that one's even a little bigger. Hitting my little bait. Trying to catch a brim. Gotta catch these dang old bass. Ain't that something? What we got? Can't be big. Hey, it's our first bluegill. Check him out. First one of the day. The evening now. How about that? Been trying to catch one, and all I can catch bass. I'm not really complaining about that though. Oh my, oh no, oh he's still on. This might be the biggest one of the day. I'm pretty sure of it. Oh, where you going, buddy? Where you going? You just hang in there. My goodness, they all want to wet me. Oh yeah, that's a pretty fish. That's a pretty fish. Come over here. No hooks. Ow. There we go. That's a little better. I put down my little baits. The sun's allowing some shade now to cover the pond. This bait here is made by Easy's Lures, and it's Randy's version of a chatterbait, which usually has a swim bait on the back of it, which I took off, and that's the result right there. That's a beautiful fish. I'm sure glad I got to know him for a few minutes. It has been a very tough day of fishing. I hope that's not the last good one, but night time's coming on. I hope I can get a couple more before the sun eases out of sight. especially now that it's got cooler. Now's the time it's comfortable to fish.